Welcome to a Nomad's Guide of Madrid. In this video, I'm going to give you everything you need to know to visit Madrid and get some work done while you're there too. First up, I visited Madrid during the summer months, and something you should know about Madrid or a lot of European countries is summer is not going to be the most affordable time to visit. Also, it's extremely hot, so I would recommend not visiting Madrid during the summer. Something that this really impacts is accommodation. It was difficult finding great affordable accommodation in Madrid. The best option I found was generator hostels for about $30 a night, sharing a room with 4 people. It was okay, it was good, it's a good quality hostel, but $30 a night obviously isn't the most affordable thing for a hostel. But it was central, and this might be your best bet if you're visiting Madrid. If you find better options, please drop them in the comments. Okay, now something that's really important to digital nomads is working and Wi-Fi. And finding a good place to work was actually really hard in Madrid, surprisingly hard. And even I got this confirmed by locals. Wi-Fi is not very fast in Madrid in general in places. They have access to it. A place could have good Wi-Fi, but a lot of them just don't. A lot of cafes actually will have signs that say no laptops, so they'll kind of restrict laptop use. That was a bit of a shocker arriving. A solution that I found, the Starbucks that will generally have it, did have a really great find, which was the crypto cafe. Now this is a cafe that's actually run by a crypto organization, and they accept crypto for payment, and they have super fast Wi-Fi, and it's just a chill vibe. So this was hands down the best place in Madrid to work. I would highly recommend it. You can use Bitcoin Lightning and stuff to pay, or you can just pay with cash if you want to. And it's just an all around, hands down, amazing place to work in Madrid. There are 2 other cafes that I really enjoyed and are kind of nomad hubs. They're built for this pretty much. And one of them is La Bicicleta and the other one is Federal. And they also have good options for food and coffee that are pretty good. Prices here can be equivalent to what you may pay in other major European cities or US cities. Not super expensive, but not super affordable. But that brings me to food, and the food here is amazing. It's not cheap, but it's really, really, really good. As a vegan, there were plenty of options. I actually did a vegan tour video, which you can check out. But there are just tons and tons of incredibly reviewed places to try out, and I highly recommend trying out places. That brings me to vibes and socializing. Madrid is incredibly sociable. It's a lovely place to walk around. It's one of the most walkable cities I've been in. You don't even realize you're walking, and there's so much going on, very active nightlife. As a traveler, it has active events on couch surfing and Airbnb. I did like one kind of like bar hop couch surfing thing. It was okay. I actually went to a couch surfing board game event at a park too. So couch surfing is pretty active. If you don't know, download the couch surfing app. I think it's like a few dollars a year for like membership. It's great if you want to travel as a couch surfer, which is like staying at someone's place. I don't use it for that just because I work and I like having my own space, but I do go to their events frequently, and it's just travelers and they're cool people. Definitely check out couch surfing. Another great socializing resource that I like, which brings us to working out. I love taking group classes when I travel, and this in Madrid was no different. I did a hot yoga class, and I also did some group fitness high intensity workouts. Both were great. I actually used the MindBody app, which has some great deals. You can also use something called ClassPass if you're traveling around Europe, and they have a great trial offer. I'll leave my link for that as well. I think it's something fun, easy to do, and it also helps your fitness. So I'd highly recommend trying that out if you haven't. Also, they have some really gorgeous, incredible parks. These are great for just walking around. I used to go and do morning meditations there sometimes. I definitely recommend checking out the parks as well. Transportation, it's very easy to get around the town. Generator Hostel, I booked online and they actually gave me free access to their bike, so I was using that. But I also used scooters to get around. Although scooters, I will say, it's kind of like complicated. It doesn't feel that safe to ride a scooter in the road. And also if you ride it on the sidewalk, I got told off by the cops once. Tourists generally use the scooters, and locals and police are kind of like not loving it, so that's just something to keep in mind. They also, I think, have pretty good public transportation. The only time I used public transportation was to get to the airport, but that was really great and convenient. Honestly, if you have time, I would suggest walking around the city. It's a gorgeous city. It's really enjoyable to walk around. Highly recommend that. The only time I really used bike or scooter was because I was in a time crunch to like get to a group class, or I needed to do some work, so then I used those. Safety wise, I would say this is pretty safe. I don't always feel safe in big cities, especially major Western cities. They're not always the safest. Honestly, like Paris didn't feel extremely safe in some areas of it, but Madrid felt really, really safe. Like there was no point where I felt unsafe. Even late at night walking, it's just a very busy nightlife, sociable. I felt safe. Final thoughts, would I recommend visiting and working in Madrid? Yes, I would totally recommend visiting Madrid, enjoying it, working there, eating there. I would not recommend going there during the summer because it's extremely busy. The heat can be pretty extreme, so go during the fall, go during the spring, you're gonna have a cheaper time and probably a better time. Now, would I recommend staying there for a longer period? If your budget allows, if your work allows, then it can be cool, but don't expect it to be the most cost-effective place to stay. Don't expect to have the best savings there. But quality of life, which is also extremely important, I think would be pretty high there. I think like it's definitely an extremely enjoyable city to be in. It's a very fun city to be in. If I wasn't more budget minded at the moment, I could see myself staying there for longer. I hope you enjoyed this video. I also did a day in the life video and a vegan tour video. Go check those out next. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.